we're going to manipulate things just a hair. So what we're going to do is, instead of compounding annually, we're going to change the compounding to monthly. Now, in most lending scenarios or most interest accruing vehicle scenarios, you're not going to have annual compounding. Most likely, most common is probably monthly compounding. Sometimes you'll get semi-annual compounding, sometimes you'll get quarterly compounding, or even daily compounding. Those are less common. The most common is monthly compounding. So let's just take what we have up here, and I'll show you how we'll manipulate it so that we calculate for monthly. So let's go ahead and just copy and paste so you can compare and contrast. This time, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to compound monthly, okay? So let's change this to monthly, which means we need to change this to 12. And since we've already set up our formula to adjust for us, this is what we're going to do. Okay, so since we're compounding monthly, we have to change our periodic interest. And remember our formula, it's B12, oh, since we did absolute reference, it's going to go off this regular. Let's go ahead and change that. I shouldn't have absolute referenced that in that last one. So let's change that to B15. Okay, there we go. Now the calculation's basing off of our new scenario here. So remember, it's the interest rate divided by 12. Okay, gives us our periodic interest. So remember the difference between annual interest rate and periodic interest. Often we'll be given annual interest, but it's going to be compounded monthly, so we need to convert to periodic. In our years, our compounding periods, we'll need to figure how many compounding periods we have over the lifetime of the loan, which is 10 years. And so what we do is we take the compounding period times the n, the years, which gives us that amount, 120. Now look at the difference here, our delta. Even though we're in essence compounding the same amount over a year, we're doing it differently. So monthly, look at the difference. The delta there is nearly $200. Not quite 200, just under $200. Isn't that interesting? So think about that. What would be better scenario if you could choose between monthly compounding and annual compounding? Monthly, because just the fact that you're getting a little bit more interest. Remember, compounding interest is interest on interest, and that's why we get the difference of $200 over those two different scenarios.